Hi guys, Joseph here. Today we're doing another Joseph car video, and today we're doing another video on my 2002 Volvo V70, and this is episode 3 of the interior swap. And in this episode we're going to be replacing the front seat. So I'll be showing you how to remove the front seat and basically how I replaced it. So anyway, let's get down to the car right now. Right guys, to remove this driver's seat, actually I've already taken the cap off on this side. Yeah, you have one of these, so you pull them up, just got to go and pull that one up. How strong though, you might be able to pull them up with your hand. And there are two 14mm bolts. Move the other. Now at the rear, all there is at the rear are two more caps at the back, and all you do is you pull it towards rear bolt, and one more. I want to go and grab a there's no need to disconnect the battery removing a seat. All it is just make sure you keep your ignition off, and you won't get an SRS light. Two at the rear. You can third, they're all 14mm. I'll have to change a few of the sizes on the other seat. And we are fitting facelift seats in this case. There you go, all 4 bolts removed. You can tilt the seat back. Yeah, I've already undone my grey connectors. There's those two. And towards here's a hinged electrical connector. And there you go, pull it out. There you go, out it comes, and that's it. Whatever you do, don't turn your ignition on with these batteries, or you will get an SRS light. You won't if you don't switch your ignition on. It's too late, I've already switched mine on. So I turned the ignition on with that seat, so I do have an SRS light on already. So I'm going to pause and mount, yeah. There you go. you go, we're out. Now we're going to pause and lift this thing out of position. Right guys, we've got the other seat put in. We've lifted the other one and put this facelift one in. Because this is a facelift seat, first what we're going to have to do is chop these lugs off the bottom, off of both sides, because it's not going to line up with this floor pan. But then you can stretch it and line it up with each hole. But with the wiring, what we're going to do to adapt it for this loom is I'm going to take this off the other seat, snip the SRS, then find the one that goes to the buckle, which I'm pretty sure is the green one, is the seat buckle. Snip those and join them up with some crimps, so it will then marry up with this loom. And yes, it does work. I've actually done it on that seat, but we're still having a lot of issues with this electric bit. I've plugged the connectors in. I lock and unlock the car. This works for 45 seconds. And then for some reason the CEM appears to be shutting it down. So I think I'm going to have to take this thing down the dealer at some point and maybe have some software reload on it. Because I read that this is also an MOT fail apparently, so it's got to be all resolved at some point. But there you go. Right guys, we're back. What we've done is we've cut the locating lugs off of the bottom, rewired up the SRS. We've run the stock wire back in. What I did is I traced the orange connector on the factory wiring, and we traced the wire colour and matched it up there. Proofing's in the book. I have erased all the faults now. Facelift seat, SRS all wired up, airbag light stays off. There's proof in the pudding. Light goes out. Just so you know, this is a facelift seat. Buckles, I've swapped my original buckles over, which is a T50 bit down there, Torx bolt, and then there we go. The electric seat though only works for 45 seconds, so if I lock the car, wait for it to deadlock. There you go, unlock it, open the door so it thinks I've got in, and watch this. Oh, what's going on there? Which wire was he using? Also pause for a sec. Right guys, I have completed the interior. The rear seat video will be in the next video, but anyway, I have got a bit ahead of schedule and I have whipped that one in. But anyway, for the electric seat, since this does have now power seats on both sides, the way I independently wired this up, it does work now. The way I wired this is I rewired the switch. I followed the Matthew's Volvo diagram. It was actually to power the seat out of the car, so as it's wired that anytime 12 volts is put to this, it will power the seat. But the way I connected it to the car is under here. I'm not how well you're gonna see. I'll go and grab the light. Right, under here So I'm just going to put a bit of light for you so you can see. But under here, I've actually tapped into the big thick red and black wire. If I open it up, you'll see where I've cut it off the original loom there. Yes, I did cut the SRS wires and the seatbelt buckle wires. I wired into this loom in here, so I actually hit this whole plastic piece here, so it all powers with the car. And that's how I wired the electric seat up to those two red wires, live and ground. I had to meter this seat out to find all the wires to power this seat, because obviously this car was not meant to ever have electric seats. I'm not sure about the driver's seat though, because that's got the 3-person memory. It works for 45 seconds, for now is okay. Yeah, this car has detected that it shouldn't be there. It may or may not work. Will it work or will it not? Temporarily. It works briefly, this seat, and then stops working. It's powered long enough just to get yourself in a driving position. We've saved our driving positions on this anyway, so it does work briefly. I'm not sure whether to change the centre console out. It did come with a console. I'm just not sure on like whether this parking brake gate is going to fit in it. So, and I don't have the trim that runs up there. So yeah, I'm just haven't been a bit sure about switching out the centre console. I have got it, but that is the interior. You don't have to re-weld the rails. I know you hear a lot of people say you cannot fit facelift seats to a pre-facelift. Well, if you actually follow the wire to your airbag, where you see the big orange wire, if you follow that to the connector, the wires to the airbags are the same. I know the connector looks different, but the airbag in the seat is the same. So if you match the colours of your airbag connector, your orange connector and your original connector, and you actually match it up, you can actually solder the airbag wires back together on the original loom, and it will work. And I'm not sure about the buckles, but I used my original seatbelt buckle with the big connector that goes under the seat. And there you go. It all works as it should. Right guys, we're going to end off this video. I hope you found this one helpful, and the interior is a lot better. The seat is way more comfortable than the base seats that we had. This is a lot better in comfort wise. But anyway, I hope you found this one helpful, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up, as that helps YouTube recommend my content. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any content like this. Share this video with your family and your friends, and have a nice day.